Hey Turks, we're so excited to get you back on campus. School's going to look a bit different. Besides having a different bell schedule, we're going to have to follow some safety protocols. Stay tuned and we will go through the bell schedule and safety protocols together. Second semester is going to have a hybrid bell schedule. It's going to be AM and PM, and there are going to be 4 periods per day. The AM cohort begins at 7:40 with students arriving on campus, completing health screens, and then reporting to class. On Mondays and Wednesdays, students have periods 1, study hall, where they will remain in their first period class, second period, and third period. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, students will attend 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th period. At 10:11, students will grab lunches and go home. And from 12:45 to 3, students will be asked to do their homework. On Fridays, all students will complete distance learning. The PM cohort begins at 8 o'clock with students doing distance learning if they did not do their homework the night before. At 12:30, students will arrive on campus, complete their health screening, and report to their classes. Starting at 12:40, students will attend first period, then study hall, going to second period and then third period. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, students will go to 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. At 3:01, students will be able to grab meals and go home. And on Fridays, all students will attend distance learning. Distance learning will look very similar to what it does right now. For distance learning, students will work independently on the work that has been uploaded into Canvas or homework that is given in class. Although specific times are indicated within this schedule, students are given flexibility to work independently when their schedules allow, as long as they meet deadlines for coursework. Ideally, we want them to complete their learning loop. So for students who have AM schedule, if they complete their homework in the afternoon, and they would be ready for the next morning. Students that are in the PM, they can also complete their work after they have class, or they can do it the next morning, as long as the work is done before the deadlines. When office hours are indicated, note that staff are available via Zoom to provide academic or social emotional support for students. Hybrid schedules and transitioning can be very confusing, so I know many of you are asking, when does my student return to in-person learning? Ninth graders, 12th graders, and students currently coming on campus will begin attending in-person learning on February 2nd, 2021, in either their AM or PM cohort schedules. On February 17th, 10th and 11th graders will join us in in-person learning, either in their AM or PM cohorts. Due to phasing students in, you're probably wondering, what does my 10th and 11th grader do? What they will do is they will join classes remotely via Zoom like they do right now. They will be expected to follow their AM-PM cohort schedule. So if you're an AM student, you would attend AM session from 7:50 to 10:11. If you are a PM cohort student, you would attend your PM sessions from 12:40 to 3:01. Students will be transitioning between classes. Before you leave class, at the end of your class, students will be responsible for sanitizing their own work area. That's their desk and chair. Students will then transition to their next period class by traveling on the right side of the hallways while socially distancing. Students will need to report directly to their classes. We will not use restrooms during transition times. Because we have a California model high school, where most of our classes are outside. It's important for students to remember that anytime they are walking on campus, they need to stay to the right and social distance. That's even for students who are going out to the portables. Please make sure you are staying to the right and social distancing as you are headed out to any of your classrooms. With classes being very short, you're probably wondering, what school supplies should I bring to school? Please note that student lockers will not be used, so a backpack that can carry all school supplies, including your computer, would be extremely valuable for you. Computers that have been checked out to you must be charged and with you every day on site. Classroom materials that will be checked out to you must be with you on site every day. General school supplies such as notebooks, pencils, pens, etc. should be with you every day on site. We will not be able to share materials. Also, students, highly encourage that you dress warm every day as classes could be very cold. Due to the health and safety requirements that include increased air circulation, classroom windows and doors may be open and temperatures inside may be much colder than normal. No blankets will be allowed to be on campus. In order for us to remain open, it's extremely important that students follow safety protocols, not only for yourself, but for your fellow students and staff here at Sultan High School and Sky Valley Options High School. Stay out of trouble and respect the bubble. Safety requirements have been established to keep each other safe. Students, we ask that you please practice social distancing while on campus. Also, make sure you are washing your hands using soap or water or hand sanitizer. Also, please make sure you are cleaning your own learning space after use. Please make sure that you are wearing cloth masks that cover your nose and your mouth. And please no food or drink while on campus. Efforts have been made and will continue to be made to assist students in maintaining social distancing of at least 6 feet. Restrooms will be closed prior to school, during transitions, and after school. Students will be released from classes to use restrooms. This will allow for increased cleaning, disinfecting, and will minimize the number of students in restrooms at the same time. Drinking fountains will not be used at this time. Classrooms have been set up with students facing forward all in the same direction with social distancing in mind. The gym will be able to accommodate students with social distancing of at least 6 feet. Students will be directed to stay as far as possible to the right side whenever they are walking in the halls. For us to continue to stay open, it is very important that we follow our daily wellness screening. This is required. If you are symptomatic or having had close contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID, it is a must that you do not come on site. It is very important that PowerSchool attestation forms are completed every day. This should be completed for on-site AM cohort students no later than 7:30 and for PM cohort students no later than 12:30. If you forgot to fill out your attestation form in PowerSchool, you will be given pen and paper to fill that out upon arrival. But please note, this may delay you getting to class. If you do not pass the screening or you become symptomatic while on site, you'll be taken to an area that can be safely isolated, and you and your parent, guardian, or an emergency contact will be contacted, and you will be needed to be picked up and taken off-site as soon as possible. Again, we are asking if you are symptomatic or have had close contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID. It is a must that you do not come on site. To help check-ins go smoother and faster, it's important that students fill out their attestation forms in PowerSchool using the web browser. Once you open up PowerSchool in the web browser, you'll be able to see a button where it says Start Student Assessment. Once you click on to that Start Student Assessment, your attestation form will appear. When the attestation form appears in PowerSchool, It's important that you go through every single question and fill out completely and honestly. When you've answered all of the questions and put your initials in, please make sure you hit submit. Once you submit, a button will pop up letting you know that your attestation form has been submitted. Once your attestation form is submitted, a green box will appear at the top of PowerSchool. You are going to take that screen and show the person when you check in at the school so that your check-in process goes much smoother and quicker. Turks, we're so excited to be reunited with you on campus. While you're here, please remember to be, think, live blue. Thanks for helping to keep all of us safe so we can remain open. If you find you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. My name is Sarita Whitmire-Skeeth, and I am your principal. You can reach me at 360-793-9860, or you can email me at sarita.whitmire@sultan.k12.wa.us. Go Turks!